Hello everyone, I'm Ransom Ryder. I'm in the kitchen and today I'm going to be making something really good. I've got lots of ingredients out. I've got my big pot out. This is going to be loaded baked beans. Let's put a little olive oil in, maybe a couple of tablespoons. Get that out of the way. And loaded baked beans, it's something that I've been fixing for a long time. I've been fixing them, as we say back home, fixing too. But we're gonna start with some fantastic bacon, and I wanna get this into my pan. Listen to that sizzle. And this was probably about 5 pieces of bacon, a thicker cut bacon, and I just cut it up into smaller pieces so that it would fry easy. All right, we're gonna let this cook until crispy, because I like a good crispy bacon. Look at that fond forming on the bottom of the pan. That's flavor. Is it looking done enough for me to take it out? Yes. And I'm not gonna be super concerned about draining this, because fat is flavor. And I wanna leave this in the bottom. I wanna leave all that flavor in the bottom. All right, let's set that to the side and let's go into my onions. I've got a few pieces of bacon in there, that's okay. This is 1 chopped yellow onion, and I want these to cook till they're translucent. All right, now those are turning translucent. My pan was hot, it was very hot. This is about 3 stalks of celery because they were small, but bigger stalks of celery, maybe 2. Let's give that a stir, and I want that to cook for just a minute or 2. All right, now I'm gonna just come in with a couple of cloves of garlic. You know that I chop everything by hand. I'm not a food processor person. Let's let this cook for 30 to 45 seconds. All right, now the garlic, I can't let it cook too long because fresh garlic can easily burn. I'm just gonna get this out. I'm gonna leave the oil. This is hamburger meat, and this is about 1 pound of hamburger meat. And we want this to brown. Now, I'm just gonna throw a little bit of red pepper flakes in here. This optional, totally optional. You do not need the red pepper flakes in this, but I really like them. If you can see that on the overhead, there's not a whole lot of them here, but I just like a little punch of heat. Now, the salt and pepper, we're gonna put that in just a little bit later. You want to be careful about salt and pepper. The bacon could have been very salty. Sometimes you get a lot of salt in bacon, especially if it's been salt cured. You also could have a peppered bacon and get a lot of pepper from that. So I want to just add that toward the end. I'm going to make a little spot here in the center. And this is a tomato paste. And it's a good tomato paste. This is gonna bring a lot of levels of umami into the dish. It's gonna entice your senses, and that's what you want. Move it around a little bit so that it slightly caramelizes and gathers flavor from those oils. Now I wanna come in with 3 tablespoons of a light brown sugar. This is gonna be a little bit sweet, and I like that in a baked bean. And then I'm gonna come in with some Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire sauce. This is about 1 tablespoon, and it goes. This is some paprika, but I upped it to Hungarian paprika because I love this stuff, and why not? In that goes, and then just to cut through a little bit of the acid that's going to be in that, or a little bit of the sweetness, a little bit of mustard, and this is just a yellow mustard like you would use on a hot dog. Now I want to come back in with my onion mixture. This is the onion, celery, and garlic, and it goes. This is baked beans. Now these were out of a can. Canned Bush's baked beans. And this is the original flavor of Bush baked beans because they do have a lot of flavors. Let's give that a stir. And I did not drain those. Those had all of that gravy, that baked bean gravy, that goodness that came in the can. This is my little secret ingredient. These are water chestnuts that I've just given a rough chop to. In they go. I'm a water chestnut fan. If you watched my potato salad video, be sure you check how I used the water chestnuts. I just want to mix those in. I have just a few fresh tomatoes that I've cut up. And this is just to brighten up that tomato paste flavor. And I like to just work those in. Now I want to come in with a little bit of old-fashioned black pepper. Right, this is just a ground black pepper. Let's bring that in. And salt and pepper is to taste. You know, more or less depending on what you like. Now I want to just do a little taste test because I don't know if this is going to be salty enough. So let's give it a little taste test. I'll put some out in my tester bowl. Now I might need some salt. We're going to find out. Oh my gosh. Perfection. And they're not even done yet, right? I'm just going to do a little bit of salt. Not a lot, just a little bit to enhance all those flavors, to just add a little extra up the level, the flavors, the depth. This is an apple cider vinegar. Let's come in with that. This is all that delicious bacon. I'm just gonna do a little dollop of sour cream. And then I would take this right to the table. Maybe sprinkle a few onions on top if they're in season. And then with the bacon, I'm gonna add a little bit more, and I'm gonna get that sour cream. I'm gonna add this to my tasting dish. And the good thing about this Dutch oven, if you don't wanna stand and tend to this, you could pop this right in the oven and it would be ready to go. You'd be able to pull that out, ready to go. Some sour cream, some of that wonderful, that gravy. Let's taste it. That apple cider vinegar. It contrasts so beautifully with that brown sugar, the bacon, the hamburger, the celery, the onions. Call your mama, call your friends, your family, make this. You're gonna be glad you did because it's so good. I'm Ransom Ryder. Don't hesitate to share a recipe with me or come in, chat with me, send me a message on some of my other videos. I think you're really going to, I know you're gonna love this. If you like baked beans, take your baked beans up a level, make them loaded baked beans. I'm gonna have a big bowl of this with a piece of fried chicken, and I will see you on my next adventure inside the kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, bye. These are so good.